Are the Texans still in on the Justin Simmons sweepstakes, man?
Right.
Where is Justin Simmons? What is he gonna do? You know, from all the reports that I've heard, Omar, I think that it's time for us to stop making educated wishes, like Deadpool, and just
Educated wishes.
go go ahead and we gotta love the ones we got, bro.
But I mean,
We gotta love the ones we got, man. He, well, I'll say this: he's narrowed down his choices from all the
right.
reports I've heard. Narrowed down his choices to either going to the Saints or going to the Falcons. So he wants to be in the NFC South, from what I've heard.
I mean, listen, I think the other side to it as well is we just got finished talking about how great Lassiter is doing, right? So would he be an upgrade? Sure, but we don't. I mean, like,
well, he plays safety. You know, Lassiter is
okay,
as a corner.
Okay, but
so
still,
he would. Yeah.
Like the whole point of it is that, like, I mean, do we need a huge upgrade? What is he asking for money wise, right? Because nobody really knows what the situation there is.
We don't know what the cancer is, essentially, right?
Yeah.
I mean,
and why is he a free agent still?
Why is he still a free agent, bro? I mean, that's a huge mystery. Oh, and somebody that we haven't talked about, I don't think we've talked about at all on this channel, you know, because he was a free agent mystery this whole offseason. Xavier Howard, you know, he was such a big talking point, you know, until the news of him came out. I can't remember exactly what he did, something involving a kid, some kind of sex scandal or something. But it was like, after that report came out, everybody just kind of went hush on Xavier Howard. But dog, if we know the NFL to be what it is, we know they usually sweep those kind of things under the rug.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? And this is still a Pro Bowl caliber cornerback that has just gone mute. Like, media's just gone mute on this guy. So, you know, it's hard to believe that something like that is keeping him from some NFL team's camp. And what the hell is the problem with Justin Simmons? Because I ain't heard anything about him, no type of scandals or nothing, and he still ain't with a team.
Yeah, I mean, look, Howard, I get, right. I mean, like, nobody wants to touch that with a 10-foot pole, right? They don't care about the details. They don't care about what's true, what's not true. They just know that where there's smoke, there's fire. And he has.
You think it's something bigger?
No. What I'm saying is that he's been accused of something that they don't care to try to figure out.
I got you.
Unless there's some teams out there that are just so desperate for a guy that they're going to do their due diligence and figure out what happened there. Yeah. And I just don't think that there's any teams out there that are willing to take that risk, or they've taken that risk. They've done the due diligence and found out that he did some wild shit that he wasn't supposed to do. And they're just not touching him with a 10-foot pole. And they're just going, look, man, we're not going to put you on blast, but we cannot. Sorry, we cannot have what you're doing mixed in with this organization.
Yeah. So I believe that scenario more than just the one of, okay, we don't know what's going on, but we don't care to investigate further, because we're not talking about a fringe guy.
No, you're talking about a Pro Bowl cornerback.
Yeah, you know, and it's not a lot of them in the league. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's a very valuable position, and he's a good one. So I think you're right. I think the other scenario that you painted, like, nah, they got the reports. They just ain't letting it slip to us, but they know what the hell is up. And
so do you know what supposedly happened with him?
No, man, I don't remember. It's been a couple months since that report came out.
Yeah, so apparently what happened is that he was dating this chick, and she had a son.
Yeah.
And they broke it off, and I think the son started harassing him, like sending him all kinds of crazy text messages and saying all these crazy things to him.
Yeah.
And then he basically was like, well, look what I had your mom doing.
Oh, yeah.
You see what I'm saying?
You're right. Okay.
And sent the son a picture of, you know, Howard having his mama in some uncompromising positions.
Yeah.
And turns out the kid's a minor, right? I mean, like a 17-year-old, 16, 17-year-old minor.
Yeah.
And
I mean, Yeah, I don't know the legality behind that, but it's an extremely shitty thing to do.
Oh,
Either
for
way,
sure,
right?
for
I
sure. It's a
mean,
bonehead. It's a very bonehead move, right?
yeah,
Like,
yeah.
why are you even engaging with this child? I mean, you're what? How old is he? You're almost
He's a grown
25,
man.
30. He's 30, grown man.
Grown man.
Yeah,
Yes,
yeah.
yeah.
And
You
you're out
can't
here,
do that.
going back and forth, and sending, you know, like that's why I fucked your mama, that kind of thing. It's like,
And
come
here's the
on, man.
receipts.
Yeah, 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 exactly. And then sending the receipts, like, come on, man. So, I mean,
Oh,
bonehead moves like that, like off the
that's so
bat, tells
shitty.
me that you're not very like.
You're
It
not the
tells me that
guy.
you can make brash decisions like that very quickly. That'll get you in some really big trouble.
Yeah,
Typically, not somebody I want on my organization. And so they probably gone through the due diligence and realized, no, 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 that story is 100% true. And even though the legality of it may be some gray area just due to the fact they're calling him a minor, he's 17, 18 years old, whatever the case
yeah,
may be.
yeah.
They could probably get him legally acquitted of it, but the story's going to stick. That stink is going to stay with him, and teams aren't going to touch him.
It's not yet. I feel you, bro. I
Yeah.
feel you. Meanwhile, Josh Giddey is out here balling out, bro. He's still doing his thing. You know what I'm saying? Ain't nobody giving a shit about Josh Giddey knocking down
No,
a 15-year-old.
you want to know the other flip side of it? The other flip side of it is that the kid that just got drafted by the Utah Jazz, right? I think he's like 18 or 19 or 20 years old, has had he's got like a 27-year-old fiance that's been grooming him since he was like 13 or something like that. Yeah. That's an even crazier one. But ain't nobody gonna talk about that though.
Yeah, she's bad though.
Well, she's Mormon, first of all. They're Mormons.
Really?
That whole little Mormon clan. Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Oh, she got a bunch
you
of
gotta
little
read that. You gotta read that story, bro.
bunch of little guys running around there.
Oh, bro, you gotta read that story.
They live on some farm. I'm definitely gonna read that story after we hop off.
Wild. That was wild. Because on draft night, his family was dishing the dirt on draft night on Twitter, like putting it all out. Pictures.
Oh man, how have I not heard about this?
Oh, bro, it was you ain't hear about it because it's the opposite. It's the girl grooming the boy. That's why you don't hear about it.
You're right.
Had it been flipped,
yeah,
my boy.
We praise the dudes when that happens, right? It's like, yo, good for you, young brother. get you some.
Yeah, that's crazy. But yeah, no, there's definitely some pieces of shit out there, both men and women. So unfortunately,
man, we were talking about Justin Simmons, man. Like you said, Omar, what you alluded to, bro. Our secondary, I think, is good. I mean, not just our secondary, but our defense overall, because it starts up front. They're the baseline for the defense. We're going to be getting after them. That's going to make our secondary better. Somebody that we've talked about on this channel before, we said that it's not just us, bro.
Right.
Everybody has had their worries about Jalen Petrie, but from what I'm hearing coming out of camp, bro, he is excelling in his new role in the slot, playing nickel. Been kind of taking some examples, taking the coaching, listening, being very communicative, even with Stephon Diggs. And from all I'm hearing, bro, he's doing excellent. They like Kalen Bullock, our rookie out there. Eric Murray is somebody that they're saying is looking good. So pretty much my point is, even though we're out on Justin Simmons, I think we'll still excel. We'll still be great.
We still have a very serviceable secondary.
Yeah.
So we're not out of it too